Hey, hi again. It's Mary from Expanding Your Light. Thank you for joining me today. And so in today's class, we learned a lot of new things. And so there's a couple of techniques here that I'm going to review for you so that you can practice them. The first is the warming up the spine. Before we do our meditation, I find for myself in my own personal ritual and practice that doing some spinal movements to warm up the spine really helps, as well as some pranayama. So let's review what we did today in class. In the first one, I just want you to hold up your hands and just clasp them very, very lightly, like you have two little birdies in them. And then what we're going to do is we're going to stretch the front of the spine by inhaling back and then bringing the elbows together, tucking in the sacrum and bringing the head down. And so continuing that a few times. One more breath, opening and nice. The next one that we're going to do is a wave for the spine. And we're going to do it both ways. And we begin, I'm just going to turn my body a little bit this way. And we begin by leading with the the chin. And so we're going down on the exhale and then inhaling, coming up. Tucking that sacrum each time. On this inhalation, looking up to the sky, and then drop your chin and go in the reverse order. Exhaling out and peeking up and looking out of the turtle shell and coming up and exhaling. The last time. Beautiful. And just taking a moment to pause there and just notice any body sensations. Then begin to, I like this one, I call it my seaweed spinal warm-up. And so it's actually the lower dantian or the hips, the sacral area, that's actually initiating this movement. I'm loosening, I like to hang my arms by my side, and you can just begin to rock from side to side, swaying side to side like seaweed in the water. And so you just do it, you pick up the speed a little bit more, you can breathe at your own pace, putting your mind on the spine as it's moving. Where we place the mind, the focus of the mind, the energy follows. And then slowing it down and pausing and taking a little break to just notice the body sensations on that. The last thing that we're going to do to help warm up our spine is to twist it. So we're going to first lean over to the left and bring up the right arm. If you're sitting in a kitchen chair, that would be ideal. But if you're just either sitting on a bed or a chair, you want to lift up your arm, and as you do, you're reaching for the sky and you're pressing the right hip down. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to stretch way over. And as we do, we're opening up a lot of very important parts here along the rib cage. A lot of acupoints leading to meridians. So we really want to stretch. As I'm stretching up and over, I'm pressing that right hip down. Couple breaths. One more. And then slowly begin to twist. Twisting over, taking the right hand by the left leg. At this point, I like to sit up tall. I like to inhale and then gently twist my body and look over my shoulder. Now your range of motion may not be that far. That's okay. Be gentle, go slow. So we're sitting tall, inhaling, and we're twisting, giving a nice rotation to the spine. On the last breath, leave the body there and look back over the right shoulder. Pressing in the crown of the head and then gently bringing it all back to the center. Taking a moment and then inhaling that left arm up, pressing the left hip down into the chair and stretching over, opening up all the acupoints along the rib cage. Going into a gentle stretch. Now you can keep the back arched if that feels good for you. I personally like to sit up taller, inhale, and then I like to twist here and bring that rotation into my spine. Twisting on the exhalation. Last time. On the twist, leave your body there and turn the head and twist and look over the left shoulder. Inhale deeply. Press into that crown and into the sits bones, and then gently bring it back. And once again, we want to just pause here to notice any of those body sensations. So why would we do this? We warm up the spine. What it's doing is it's bringing fluidity into the spinal area, and it's connecting, it's helping that fluid that runs from the brain to the sacrum, and it's flowing, which promotes health and wellness. There you go. Okay, so let's move into some ocean breathing. Hi. So ocean breathing is just another example of the pranayama. Pranayama is conscious breathing. So we're bringing intention and consciously focusing on our breath. That's what pranayama is. And so why do we do pranayama or intentional breathing? We do it because it helps us to anchor ourselves. It becomes an anchor. It helps quiet the mind and the body, quieting that monkey mind, that racing mind. It balances this particular ocean breathing or Ujjayi breathing. It balances our chakras. So we also looked at the Celtic weave today. And so the Celtic weave is about the aura. And so by balancing our aura, balancing the chakras, which interact with the auric layers, is very, very good complement to one another. So here we go. Let's try some ocean breathing. For those of you who are new and who have never done any pranayama, just lift up your hand. You're going to start very simply, and what we're going to do is we're going to inhale through the nose, and as we exhale, blow into the palm of your hand, kind of like you're fogging up a mirror or a window. Try that again. For those of you who are new, I just want you to continue just practicing that, okay? And really focus on relaxing in the body, softening the belly muscles so that we call it Buddha belly, the belly can open and, fill up and release like a balloon. And get the breathing down. Don't worry so much about, doing it, brushing the sound against the back of the throat, which I'm going to talk about in a minute. But just stay there and just fog up the window or the mirror and stay with the sound of an ocean. That's what you're making, a sound of an ocean. So for those of you who want to continue on a little bit with this Ujjayi breathing, what we're going to do is we're going to take the breath and we're going to only inhale and exhale through the nostrils. And what we're doing with the breath is we're actually brushing it. We're constricting the throat just ever so lightly, and the breath is just stroking the back of the throat as it enters into the body and as it exits the body. So it looks and sounds like this. So any pranayama, I want you to practice. It's really about practicing. So you can turn off the video. We'll end this video and just sit and practice. And as you practice, you'll get better at it. You'll notice the sound coming in and out of your body, which is great. And it sounds like an ocean. That's why my favorite name for this is ocean breathing. We know it as victorious breath. We know it as Ujjayi breathing. Some people like to call it Darth Vader breathing. Those are all names for it, for this conscious breathing, but I like the ocean breath the best because that's what it sounds like to me. And I use my imagination to either sit at the ocean and imagine myself riding those waves, or just making that ocean sound by myself. So good luck practicing it, and we will practice next Saturday in class together online. Thanks for being here with me today. Keep expanding your light.